A group of Choctaw lived in the area of Lake Arrowhead State Park in present-day Wichita Falls in the early to mid-1800s, before the city's official founding. The Choctaw historically lived in Mississippi and Alabama, and they were called one of the 5 civilized tribes by the U.S. government and settlers in the 1800s, along with the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Creek, and Seminole, which meant they were viewed as being more open to adopting aspects of European American culture than other tribes that were more resistant and deemed savages. The signing of the Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek was what brought Choctaw to this area. It was signed in 1830 by the Choctaw Nation and the U.S. government, and it gave the 11 million acres of Choctaw land in Mississippi to the U.S. government and provided 15 million acres of land in Oklahoma for the Choctaw Nation. So this resulted in a splitting of the Choctaw into 2 groups. The majority of about 13,000 or so Choctaw were relocated to Oklahoma as part of the Trail of Tears, and then a smaller group of about 1,300 stayed in Mississippi and became United States citizens. And a small group of those Choctaw ended up crossing the Oklahoma border into Texas in the Wichita Falls area. The Choctaw were skilled farmers, and their presence here likely contributed to the area's attractiveness for new settlers coming in from more eastern states, as the Choctaw had already established some level of agriculture and community infrastructure in the region. And so that group of Choctaw lived here for at least a few decades or so before American settlers started moving in the 1860s, primarily cattle ranchers. And then about 100 years later, Lake Arrowhead was created by damming a portion of the Little Wichita River and creating a reservoir for drinking water for the people of Wichita Falls. And the state park was opened 5 years later in 1970.